Do you want customers?
Make things simpler, faster, more convenient. One tap, you get a conversation with your customer that never ends.
You know how many people have been to your venue. You know how many people have tapped. I'm just going to scan.
Yeah, I was like, you need to talk to Ryan. He's got Tap the Table. Don't even waste your time. He's got a solution.
It just works.
And that's why Tap the Table exists in the first place. Boom. And then you just start doubling the price. That's that right there.
We're doing different things.
I'm going to tell you what works based on what I have literally seen. Stop. Just tap your phone. Boom, done. Easy.
Only can Tap the Table help you go touch-free in your place of business, but it can help manage your messages across Facebook, Instagram, Google, WhatsApp, Telegram, even your own website chat widget. And you and your staff don't even have to always be on to answer inquiries.
Boy, it seems like there is a lot of commotion about a little thing we like to call Tap the Table. What is going on, folks? Ryan Baggett here. I'll be your host number one today, host one. We're lucky today because, and I think this is why we've got the giant audience we've got right now. We've got two awesome hosts today, or at least one awesome host. I'm not talking about myself. We've got Wendy here today, folks. The woman who Wendifies things, as we like to say. And we are going to learn all about one of my favorite things there is related to Tap the Table, NFC. And if you've been around me in the last, 6 months, I guarantee you've seen this guy right here. Can it focus? Come on, Sony. Will it focus? I don't know. We'll show you on the screen. We're prepared today. The NFC Business Card, folks. This thing is so cool. We'll show you all about that. I think we might even show you how to make your own. I think we might give one away, and we might even throw out a discount code. But before I say anything else, we are going to have to bring out the one, the only CMO, Miss Wendy. What's going on?
Hey, hello. Can you hear me?
Are you just fine? It's been a while since I've introed anybody. I know everyone is happy to see you. How you doing?
So special.
Well, you are special.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm super, and how are you? Man, a lot of without seeing you like this.
We talk like 100 times a day, but it's been a while since you've been on the show.
It's been a long time, really, really long time.
She's the one that tells me all the things I'm doing wrong live while I do them, because I kind of just drive blind and I go very fast. And I'll apologize later, but we just got to get this stuff done, and that's what we do. We get it done. Wendy, why don't you tell the folks, because I blab all day long when I'm on this microphone. Why don't you tell the folks what we've been up to a little bit, or what you've been up to with Tap the Table?
Where to start? I don't know. From when?
From when? Right. It's been it's been over a year. That's a good point. We should have made a really a bigger deal about that 1 year thing. We'll really go big next time.
We have the whole month for that.
That's true. This is true. We've only been around for like a year. We're very, very young, very new in this platform SaaS game, I would say, but we're doing very well. And what makes me happy, I'll start, is getting the feedback. And I sent you those 2 screenshots from the Mulcher guys. They're very, very happy. And Brian
amazing.
over there. So that's what makes me happy, is seeing them happy. But you do all the things. So why don't you just, give the people an update on what you think has been just different or fun, or something you hated about working full time in chatbots now.
Yeah, the first thing I want to make a highlight is the thing you just said, the mulching, because it's Tap the Table, and we usually relate this software as a restaurant only platform, but it's not only. I mean, if you go inside, open your new account, in 5 minutes you can have a running restaurant in your chatbot for Messenger, for Instagram, for Telegram, for whatever channels you want to. And the thing is, it's not only for restaurants. We have multi machines, and I have to ask you, what's the biggest item you have ever sold? Because we're on the mulching stuff. What's the highest ticket you have ever sold inside a chatbot? That's something you haven't shared with me yet.
Well, I think we'll have old Jesse Rast come on the show. He's one of the guys
Yeah.
that I really want to have on here. He's really gone in I mean, big in the past, I guess, month in a week, or 2 months and a week now, and he's got some. We'll just say the things that Jesse sells cost a lot more than the house I live in. Okay, he's selling very, very high ticket items, and I've hinted at it. I would love to break the record in a one sale transaction. A little $350,000 sale through an Instagram DM comment would be pretty slick. I think that would be pretty nice, and I think Instagram and Facebook and my homie Zuck might like that, and I think you'd like that too, because I'm sure we might get a
Yeah.
little bit of a nice little bump there, right?
And I think it will be completely doable because now that talking about top the table not being only for restaurants, now that there's more real estate agents interested in using top the table technology to get more from social media, I think we can break that record really easily. What do you think?
I think we're gonna set. I think we're gonna continue to set records as long as we can stay the pace and have a smile on our face doing it. And that's one of my favorite things that you brought to the table. It's hard to have a bad day when you've got a Wendy around, and hopefully I bring that same thing back to you. But let's talk about one of the things that you just made better. You made a lot of things that we started with, that I started with, just better. And I've always, me, I think I have taught quite a few, learned me a few people out there a thing or two about NFC.
I
But
have to
this
tell
is
you that
your
that was the
design
first
here.
thing I was trying to do when
Yeah,
I was trying to do that like 2 years ago. Sorry, my dog wants
it's
to get
okay.
inside. I was trying to do that like 2 years ago, and I was getting stuck with the NFC technology. And then out of nowhere, Kelly comes with this video about this guy from South Carolina that he already made it, and I was like, "Oh, great! Now this guy has bit me." And I started watching your videos and watching what you were doing, and I was asking you, and I have to tell you, that time you ghosted me the first time, but then you came around and you were nice enough to tell me how to make it work, and we started doing it because you did it for the top of the table. We're using the same technology, like the NFC. So then we both like on our own ways started to try to do this as business cards because we saw the potential in there, and you have like this idea and this like way big panorama for what can be an e-business card, and we just made it better together.
This is true. And one of the things that is just totally better all day long is the design. Is the design. You can see I've used this bad boy quite a bit. I mean, it's been used. And guys, this technology, and this one is intentionally left blank on the back because you have to believe me, right? If you see it with your eyes, you're more likely to believe. This is nothing more than a hotel room key that's been used in existence for like 20 years, like forever, and they're very reliable for the most part. Early NFC would, at least this is what the hotel guys, and I was a hotel guy for years in college, would tell you, well, if you get the card too close to your phone, they'll demagnetize it. This is true with some NFC tags in the same way that some NFC doesn't work if it's near a metal surface. There's different sorts of NFC,
Oh,
and you've made what is the like most basic of basic hotel room key cards into something really, really cool. Shout out to Lacey Bruschi, by the way. Lacey is one of my absolute best friends. She came down to Savannah this past weekend, and
oh,
not that I forget anything. I never forget anything, but I may have forgotten to mail her the first card that you made. So I gave it to her in person. And to your point, I haven't even told you. Shout out to you again, Lacey. When she went back to work today after being here over the weekend in my area, she showed this to her boss at the large real estate office out there in Texas where she lives. And Lacey said to me, she texted me out of the nowhere today. She says, "You should expect a call from my boss because they want the card. So go ahead, and we'll get cracking on some potential designs for them." But for me, I also, shout out to Kelly, the bot queen, learned about the different possibilities, a different outside of the box thinking of ways to use this hotel room key card. Okay, or like your lunch card at school. Like some schools, they have, the kids' ID cards. Like I guess so their lunch card. It's this stuff because you're transferring information, right? Basic information, and you make things just beautiful. And she also, guys, makes things very smart. So I'd like, I don't know if I'll break my internet if I show my own landing page that we've made, but I'd like you to tell people what you think is an ideal place to send someone once they have scanned one of these cards. Maybe the landing page, where do those buttons go? And meanwhile, I'll try to throw on the screen an image of where mine goes to.
Okay, the first thing that an ideal business card should do is to tell people where they can contact you. And something that for me makes it smarter is to have a way for them to contact your e-assistant, what we call the e-assistant, that is a virtual, the chatbot, making appointments for you or helping the clients with any frequently asked questions that they might have, and you don't have the time to be responding each by each. These e-cards, what they can do with NFC is to show them the photo of your client with just a tap, all the information they need, and access to other stuff. Like, for example, if you have demos, you can have an option, just tap here to see all my demos, or tap here to listen to my music if you are in the music industry. Maybe you just want them to download a freebie because you have a free ebook, which helps you to collect emails, phone numbers, and more information that you will use in the future.
Those are all excellent points and 100% accurate. And I'd like to say, for anyone that says that is using social media, whether it be Facebook or Instagram for your business, and I'll give another client shout out here to Sally, for sure, and the awesome folks at Taylor's, who I wish I could share this with you, but sorry, Wendy, this is staying here. The Taylor's team, they sent over an awesome gift card, right? Because they're just the best, and they are now seeing why you need, all of these folks are now seeing why you need a chatbot to handle your inbox, because you should be getting so many inquiries, you should be getting so many people asking you questions that you need automation. If you're not, guess what? You're not getting enough activity. That's my thought.
Even if you don't have enough activity that you're just getting started or anything, the truth is new generations have been born around video games, and video games offers instant feedback. You have an instant reward, you have an instant response to something you do. I ask for a price, I need to know where I can get that price. I ask for the phone number, even if I'm going to call tomorrow, I need to have access to that information. Or if I want to know when this lesson is, I need to know when and easily. And if they already have a chat or they are already asking, why not to provide that information? For instance, while we were here in the chat, I have already been getting some notifications that there's someone in one of my bots asking for the options to make a payment. Like, okay, here is like paying the bot, or here is the bank info so you can go and pay.
Man, you're on fire right now, man. You're saying all of the things that you're carrying the episode already for sure. Would you expect anything different? What I'll do here is I will show people how this card works. Now, for those that don't know, NFC is near field communication. This is what we call, at least what I call, QR code 2.0. Everyone knows what a QR code, and believe it or not, back in January, before you and I started just going crazy last year together with this thing rolling, I was doing all the things that Tap the Table can do. Well, not all of them, like a fraction, but manually. Right. And so I was like, pushing the QR code, and everyone, before the pandemic was even a word back in January, at least in my area, they were making fun of me like they've always done. Facebook won't work, Facebook won't last. Oh, now January 2020 comes around. Oh God, Ryan's really lost it. He's dealing with QR codes. What is this? Right? But I had my purpose. And when you have your intent, my intent was to use social media differently to create a rewards program. Shout out to Kelly, again, the bot queen, because when she taught us about NFC, she taught us about how to make chatbots count, that is when there's I think a fraction of the people that have seen her videos at this point, millions of viewers, there's a fraction that I think have really done incredible things. And I like to think that we are right up there with any of her other students, I guess, as she takes on now. Back when I was watching her, she was just the most gangster thing in our entire space, and just unlocking everything as the platforms allowed us to do the things, right? Starting with the comment tool. When she showed me, this is how you can make Facebook count numbers for you, for a quiz, boom. I said, well, hello, free reward system. Hello, all of the opportunities, and goodbye all to the barriers. And so in this case, we're saying
that. Now I learned that the particle count. I was working with quizzes and all that kind of stuff because I was more in education field than in any other kind of business or the restaurant niche. So yeah, that was a mind blow for me, and especially when I was able to make this like personality quizzes or tests to match people with the perfect lesson they should be taking. It was awesome. It was completely fun thing to do and to engage and re-engage people.
You're exactly right. And for me, I think, again, in the last maybe 3 years or so, there's been so many different directions people could go, so many huge problems for people to solve. I totally respect all the people that went the educational route. My mother is still a high school educator. She's got her own social media business going on recently, which is really cool. But I don't think I can do the education route. I think I get too probably annoyed. I'm just not good enough at that stuff yet. But what I do like to do is solve problems. And I think that I've set out to solve a specific problem in the restaurant tech space to make ordering easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as I like to say, right? And the fact that I know millions of messages across restaurants on Facebook and Instagram get missed every day. This is costing them. It's costing them money.
I hate to type or to chat with a messenger in a restaurant and to be ghosted. By the time they answer, I already ordered in some other place because the phone number was busy, the phone number was disconnected, or it was wrong in the Facebook page. So I needed attention at the moment.
100%. And if you're not providing it, guess what? Someone else is going to provide it. And a lot of times I think these people that are looking for reservations, especially reservations, a lot of times online orders too, but mostly reservations, if they're not getting that instant hit back, that response, then they're missing out because they've already messaged like 3 or 4 places.
Your money is going to someone else's pocket.
100%. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to show the people the NFC, the hotel room key that is Wendy-fied, like we like to say, like I like to say at least. And I think it's catching on. It's going to be a thing. Hashtag. If I was like if I was a Twitter guy, we would make it go viral on Twitter, right? That's what we'd say. So let's see. We'll share our screen here. And do we see Ryan's phone? I think we do, right? Boom. Okay, cool. I'm very distracted with all my icons there. I like have to delete my desktop crap like once a day. But what we'll do is I'll show you. So here's my phone. And what I'm going to do is just get the card close enough, and boom. Do y'all see that? I'm going to get the card just close enough, and boom. We have a notification that says open tap the table in Safari. We open it up, and here, my friends, did you design 100% of this? I think you may have, Wendy. I wouldn't be surprised. I know the top part.
You add, the pictures I think I did.
The top part, the GIF, right?
The GIFs, there are, I think, 2 GIFs.
So, like, and I love that. We'll have to, I think, Kelly, I think she's at like 100 million, 80 million views. We're up there. We're like at 2 million. The Gyro Track, I can't even say how many millions they have, but it's quite incredible what they've done across the board on social. And we'll have to have Danielle and Patricia
Yeah, that would be
and probably
amazing. That would
Jennifer
be
on too, because Jennifer, the lawyer, she'll always keep us straight. I love her, but it'd be so fun to have them on one day. I'll have to peer pressure them next time I go there on Tuesday. But this, guys, is the card. This is a digital business card. It is very convenient. You can do a whole lot of things. We'll say save my contact, and what's this going to do? Well, this will allow you to stalk me. Just kidding. This will allow you to call me or email me, go to my website, become a Tap the Table subscriber. We can get a text message, and it's defaulted to say, hello, Ryan. And as you can see, I text myself things whenever I just like have no one else to text in that moment in time, and I'll just lose the thought. Schedule a call, get the info, and then I just have more little branding here. And I love the leveling up Wendy does, because, guys, here's the truth. If Wendy wouldn't have made this bottom footer graphic, which looks so cool to me, and the GIF, right, which is amazing, and then the top piece, if these graphics weren't there, to be honest with you, you guys wouldn't be seeing them, because I would have just like gave you the buttons and told you to use your imagination.
yeah,
Which is,
basic.
again,
That's
why
sort of
I shouldn't be in
the old
customer
guys
service
do
so
that, but
much.
yes, we need colors and we need movement.
You know, for me, that's one thing that I will make a promise right now to everyone. Tap the Table is the most gangster, functional, fast platform of its nature, for sure, in the
And I
restaurant
can
tech space.
guarantee because I break everything and I haven't broke top tip.
Yes, well, and when we do break things, we're pushing it to the limit. We just build things better in a real way. What I want to say is I will make a huge effort to bring the colors. We're going to have to windify the UI and just make it beautiful, because, again, we are 100% mobile friendly. Like, you could literally make this thing on your phone. We won't do that today, I guess.
Amazing.
But what we will do is, I think, do you have another template that you could show on your screen? Because we can show them the process. I'll print this thing out right now, because, guys,
I
we
will
have
send
the
you
thing.
via
Do y'all see
messenger.
this? We've got the printer right here. We'll do it right here.
Let
Boom.
me send you the messenger. I made a new one for you because I wanted
Oh,
something
cool.
more colorful.
And while she gets that, guys, I remember essentially from January to, yeah, I think I got it right here. From January last year, or yeah, January of 2020. Oh yeah, this looks really cool. All the way to maybe the end of March. I think Paul Bailey, he's the man. He's a giant construction roofer guy on Hilton Head. I think he was the last person that I was able to do this with. I'd walk into pitches, and this was even before Tap the Table was like truthfully finished. Brought this bag of tricks, and so when I'm doing the pitch, these guys are seeing me wearing usually Jordans and a flat bill, looking much different than an average salesperson coming in there. And I'm like, y'all ready to see a bag of tricks, man? What's up? Let's go. I was like, you pull out your
You
phone.
need to get
I'm gonna
you
show
like
you the things.
a magician hat so you can.
This is my magician hat. Okay, so while I'm pulling out the bag of tricks here, I've got some fun things in here I didn't even know I was going to show you guys.
Or
This
maybe
is
like a Santa, like Santa, like
I say good.
Santa.
Oh man, the Santa hat. I don't think I've ever taken a picture with a Santa hat. I'm sure there'd be a lot of people out there who'd have fun with that.
That would be funny.
So check this out, guys. Just while I've got this stuff here, anyways, these are acrylic table toppers, is what I like to call them. You can stand them up either way, either up high like this, or if you're tap the table, that is, down like this. So if it's flat here, it's much easier for your phone to
If
naturally
your
have that
clients are
tap
not the
motion.
ones that like way delicate about following instructions, just please put it like that because they will throw it away and it will break.
True,
The
true.
screen will break if they fall.
Next, we've got the stickers here. And these, guys, is what I recommend you really deal with. As far as your first NFC tags, you can get these colorful stickers here that say NFC on them. You can go the super secret stealth route and get the all whites that work on any surface. I think the coolest thing that people can do is to hide them,
Yes.
so you don't see the sticker, but you still experience the
I
Harry
wanna
Potter-like
just
effect.
something like a treasure hunt, like in the school with those stickers hiding in places. And
Yes,
like
a
this
scavenger hunt,
design-
yeah.
Like this kind of clues and the but so they have to answer the questions.
You know, interestingly enough, right before you started with Tap the Table, I did a project for Wick Scurry, who owns like essentially 90% of all commercial business on one of the islands here close to where I live. That's only accessible by boat, and he's a super cool guy. He's a Tap the Table believer and been a long time customer of ours, one of our very first customers actually. He really liked the idea of doing the QR codes all over the island. And I was like, you know, that's a cool idea. We can do that. That's easy. No worries. I'll just go to a QR code generator because we didn't have our own back then. I'll print I'll generate these QR codes and send them to a web page because I, controlled or I helped with their website. But then with automation, I said, wait a minute. What if instead of just sending them to the website, what if we provided them value with a video from Wick, right? A video and a little couple paragraphs of the location where they're scanning the code, and then directions to the next spot. How can we do that? Well, we made a little application, and we'll go over that app that you've mastered. We won't even say the name just yet because this will be a whole series, I think. I used that application, and I said, well, I can power this by the bot. And so using the automation platform, I was collecting email addresses and phone numbers and review data from that same QR code scan that he wanted that would have just sent them to the website and just provided information. So instead, it's like the internet, the digital business model these days is a give you get. So instead of just, sending someone to a web page of your site where you're just giving the information, maybe you need to provide something to us first. We'll talk about this idea of showing prices on the website versus becoming a member of the website, then seeing the prices. This is a trend that I'm seeing in certain aspects. But anyways, the QR code and NFC game, I think, is very cool. There's NFC built into this $25, I think, $20 like rip off.
Like if you don't do it with Top of the Table, you have like a little less, well, you didn't have control of that.
Well, in this case, I bought this from Amazon the moment it came out because I was constantly getting notified anytime there's anything NFC. So when they came out with this guy, I was like, ooh, what's that? And they've got several versions of, exactly. They've got several versions of these. And essentially, this is saying like our page. We would not recommend you do that. This is not what you want to do. You want that contact information. You want them to skip your Facebook page, man. Go straight to Messenger if that's the social media realm that you want to play in.
Why to add a new click? They want some information.
Exactly.
Why to make them go to Facebook and click to Messenger, and it's like one step that you don't need.
Exactly. So, all right, guys. So these are the white blank El Cheapo NFC cards that I highly recommend. Actually, that you do get. These are from Amazon. They're very, very cheap. They do their job. Okay, and so Wendy has given us a graphic here, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up Photoshop here. We'll look at her graphic, and we are going to print, man. Like we're going to do the things, man. Like I say, I'm going to show you all of the stuff. I don't think this has ever been done before on like the internet, so this is kind of fun. I like those kind of statistics. All right, so we don't need my phone on in this case. So I'm going to turn that off. And we will open up your graphic here that you sent, and I'm going to get this printer ready. This printer is specifically for what are known as PVC cards. These are, you can get a PVC card that does not have NFC, which you don't want to do, but you can get a PVC card with NFC. That is what you want to do if you're trying to make your own NFC business cards.
Yeah,
So
PVC will be just like a badge for the job, right? Like
exactly. Yeah, you're exactly right. And
yeah,
guys,
sorry for my broken English. I don't have all the words.
Oh, don't you apologize. I love your English and your accent. It's all good. All right, cool. So I've got her screen up here. Let me just make sure I can. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to make sure I got this guy plugged in. Do I?
Yeah, I think you will need.
Boom.
Energy.
Here we go. Oh, we have the energy. We're just gonna like totally try to wrap my whole self around here. I have all the different wires and plugs. I can never do a podcast when I'm in a storm. I think I would totally get fried. All right, so we're plugged in here. I am going to open this bad boy up, show you what the ink cartridge thing looks like. It's different colored plastic wrapper, essentially, is what it looks like. I've got hopefully enough to get through one more card or two. I'll tell you, the couple clients, and we did mention them, they're awesome, both tailors
So
and
it helps like it finished.
yeah, we'll be fine.
What printer it is it?
This printer is called you know what? I'll give you the Amazon link, but it's a Badgie. What is it called here? It was the cheapest one. A Badgie 100 off of Amazon. I think it was like 600, 700 bucks. They have some, like the average price, I believe, is going to be something like $1,000 to $1,200 to have one of these. But you know, you can, if you're just getting one.
Go in and gave I think they will just like jump in and provide a URL, but I don't think that's the one for Amazon.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll give you guys a URL here before we get off. I'm going to share my screen again so they can see your card. But yeah, Wendy, I have no idea to look at those chat comments. That's probably no one talks to me anymore because I can't respond to them. I can't do all the things at once.
Okay, the clear sticker, that's part of the ink. That's something. It's part of it, but it will be like supplied by the company. Well, you have to buy the from them.
They give you a starter pack of these ink things here. They give you a starter pack that I think they claim will let you print either 20 or 50 cards. But I found, like, until you get it exactly how your own feng shui system here, you're gonna run through some cards when you first start. And these are like typically you're making ID cards, like Wendy said, like you'd wear a badge, or you're printing actual, your logos on your hotel room keys or whatever you're using. And in our case, originally, what we were doing was we were using the QR code and the NFC tag in conjunction in like coffee shops and other restaurants to essentially create a loyalty program out of a secured punch in and out system that we made. So either way, we're going to put these cards in here, guys. We'll get this thing knocked out. It's very, very fast. And once we've got the cards in there, we're legit ready to rock. And so now I've got Photoshop open. What we do want to do, I think, is probably add a QR code. And so
that one. Well, it can be in the front or the back. I sent you the back too. So, but I don't know if you have now like the plastic thing to do both.
It's all good. What we're gonna do, we'll just print one. And so I'll throw this on the screen as well. Let's do that. So hopefully, let's do it like this. Bam. Now can you see? We've got Tap the Table open. Can you see it? Okay, cool. All right, so this is Tap the Table, folks, by the way. If you didn't know, now you know. We've got Photoshop on the left. Tap the Table on the right. What a fun combination that is. This is our Wingstop demo that we've been showing. We've been connecting these demos to show clients and show potential clients, and to also learn every day. If you're not learning, I think you're losing. And so we're learning how to better provide service through Google Business Messenger. Shout out to all the folks lately that have been helping with us with that venture. It's been huge. We're trying to make things prettier, and that's what I was ending with before. I promise you guys I'm going to do a really good job Q1 of next year of just beautifying TTT. What we're going to do here, guys, is show as a cool feature that I don't think I've shown before. In our marketing section, we have many, many tools that are very important.
You have to try the community management. That one is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, people love this. The automatic.
If I go there, I won't get out. So let's go.
Yes. This is where I want to go. Something I like to call magic links. And why do I call them magic links? Well, they work like magic. What we're going to do here is just name our link. Be careful, guys. Do only name. Don't have any spaces here. You want to keep this one word only. And we're just going to call this Ryan Card. Okay. And
I made
in this
mistake
case,
the first time, so yes, don't do that.
It's all good.
I was way too excited trying without asking Ryan about it, so.
And I would totally rather have someone try to do things and need to learn something
And
than
maybe
not do
not.
something at all, or like take a week to decide yes or no. Like I like to go. I like to try it. I say let's go. So what we're doing here, guys, is we're gonna just name the cards so that we remember what link we're looking for, and in this case, I'm gonna send them to our website. But what's cool is once I have made this link, and why it is magic is when I come back to this Ryan card we just made, I can edit the URL, so I can send someone if I mess up and I initially make a QR code and an NFC tag with the wrong URL. Normally this would suck and I'd get
It
fired.
doesn't
I
have to be
can
the wrong one. It can be the correct one, but along
totally.
the way you change your mind. It can
Exactly. Or
be
the campaign ends, like if
yeah.
you've got a seasonal campaign or a seasonal menu, guys, you don't have to keep printing. And this is the thing. We could totally not be showing you this stuff and not providing this stuff. And then you figure out all that stuff on your own. And if like making money in every nickel and dime way that I hate seeing from these big platforms are doing, they're trying to make money in every single way you turn around, which is not what we're about. With the flat fee model is like the idea here. We're trying to save you money. So this is a value add. There's none of these marketing tools that we ever add will ever cost more than the base subscription model that we offer, and that's a philosophy I hope we can really keep for forever. Essentially, we want to be the best value. No, we don't want to be the cheapest, and we'll never be the cheapest with all the things that we provide. We can
You
never
cannot
be
be the cheapest
the
if you have the
cheapest.
best value.
Exactly. But we will
Yeah.
have the best, most robust, friendly, fast, functional platform you'll imagine. So here's our link here. Now, where do we get the QR code? Ryan, well, you might have saw it, but it's very easy to do. It's right here. And so in this
Copy,
case,
paste.
I'm going to copy that image here, paste this bad boy right into Photoshop, resize it, and look at that. I think that is pretty darn good looking. Okay, and so now all we got to do is print. So the QR
Yeah, yeah,
code will work.
wait, don't print it. Move it a little bit more at the center because remember sometimes it eats a little bit from the edges.
True, yeah, good call. It's good to have what's called a bleed for those folks out there. So now what we'll do is we will print. Well, let's go ahead and make sure we're good here. So bam, now we're solid. I'm ready to print. Make sure I've got my printer set up to the right one.
Let's see
And so,
how
okay, guys, it
efficient
is, I don't know how to say that first word there, Volis Badgie 100. So for anyone who was asking about that, it's the Badgie 100. I can see that it's not the right dimensions here on my screen. So what I want to do is I want to verify 2x6 339. So that's what I need to run this at. So what I'm going to do to make this easy, and this is probably like breaking all the Photoshop rules, I'm just going to copy this here. And let's see, I
I
think
think
I'm
I
going
make it a
to,
little bit bigger for the quality.
let's see, I think I've got, do I have one of those already open here? Do I? No, it's okay. So file new. What were those digits again? Let's see. What was the size of these cards? Do you remember? Let's look here. Watch this PVC card. PVC card dimensions, right? So this will show you guys all day long is what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. Here is our, in this case, height. And then we've got our width here. That should be what we're looking for. That should do it. So paste and boom. Then I'm gonna boom. Oops. We'll take this deal over here. I've got things grouped and copied. And we'll paste it. And
I think it was a little bit bigger than it should.
I think this should be
Just a
perfect
little
right
bit.
here. Boom. All right, so it got all blurry. But you know why? Because I had the resolution too small here. Let's bust this thing up to 300 inches, and bam. Now it should be better, much better. So now we'll print it.
You have to teach me how to use it.
Boom. Oh yeah, we're gonna get you. Now I love Canva. Canva's awesome, but Photoshop is just necessary still. Until they just make it totally unnecessary. They're getting closer.
One day.
Here we go, guys. Let's see if we can make it work. Boom. Here we go. So we just sent it. we should be able to see that it's reading here. There we go. And so when I install that, let's put the thing
Let's
right
see
here.
the machine.
Yeah, here we go. Boom.
Hey.
So here's what we got going on. We've got just enough to print one. And we've got our cards here. And so what I've got to do is make sure that they feed through. I've got just a couple of these cards. Let's move my monster out of the way here. Just got a couple of these cards, and we're going to slide them in through the top. Slide them in. Put our little ink in there. Put it right over, and boom. Okay. Let's make sure we're going to get one fed through here. It's running the, it's like checking to see how much printable ink is left. It's grabbed the card, and now it's just like heating that. It's like heating up until it's like melting it right on there. I have seen probably, if I've done like 20 in a row, what I'll see is like about number 21, number 22, the machine will heat up and it'll be harder for it to feed. So you might have to like guide it in there a little bit. So
Yeah,
in this
if you
case,
have
it's,
like a bigger job, you can like have a bigger machine. If
exactly,
that's like-
and that's why there are levels to it, right? Levels to all that stuff. It's finishing up right now, but what she's saying is so true. If you're printing 100 cards a day, which we do not want to make money off this stuff. We'll help you, but this is not what we want to
In
do.
order to finish, I want to see.
It is finished now. Boom! You gotta get it how you live. So bam! Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. So in this case, it is ready to roll as far as the QR code goes. What we
I
will
can't
have
see.
to do.
Did it got the gradient, like the color gradient?
You know,
Sí, Adrián, son códigos dinámicos adentro de the table.
You know, I think that it tried to, but that's probably getting tough. But this is a pretty looking card. Like when you're looking at, here's your boring old room key card. Here's the Wendy-fied version. And 5 minutes before a surprise podcast, she didn't know she was going to be asked to be on today. So pretty darn good. Now I'm going to share the screen one more time over here. So get the thing off of me. Boom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have to program this NFC tag to go where we want it to go. And so to do that, we're just going to do something like this right here. We're going to go
Something that
to,
would be nice if you can share the URL so they can see that it changed. It will be amazing because Adrián is asking about if it's dynamic, and yes, I'm telling him that it is.
yeah, totally. So again, so in this case, if I get the link here and I paste it in, boom, it's going to go to our home page, right? But in this case, let's go to a funnel. We might as well show them how this works. Hopefully you can see everything. We'll make a new funnel and we'll call it card 1, right? And so we're defaulted into just going ahead and making a message funnel in Messenger, but instead we're going to make a landing page. So we're going to have our starting indicator here, and we're going to say peace out to the original message. Or we could just be like real gangster here. Like, let's just do it. We got 10 more minutes maybe before we got to wrap it up. Let's do this. Let's just let's go to the message and show them the web chat. What do you think?
Yeah, that will be amazing.
Let's
I think
do
that will
that.
be best.
We'll do that. So instead of going there, what we'll do is we will make the starting indicator over message number 1, delete the landing page, and we're just going to ask, what's your email address? How about that? So the first thing we'll do is we'll change our message type to web chat. So web chat is selected. We're going to get the user's data. That's going to be our intent. And we're going to say,
Hey, Ray, quick question. What if I change my mind? What if I don't want it to be web chat anymore and I want it to be Instagram, for instance?
well, you can either select here in your funnel and change it in the funnel. Like as soon as you've made it, you can change the funnel with the starting step, or you could change the link altogether. Whatever you want, you'll never be restricted here. Anything you want to do, you can do. So what's your email? We're asking the email here, and after they give it to us, we'll just say thanks, right? So very, very,
Adrián,
very easy.
por si no estás entendiendo mucho con el inglés, para cambiar de un canal a otro, puedes tomar el bloque completo y nada más despliegas el menú y vas a poder ver todos los canales y puedes cambiarlo de web chat a Instagram, a Messenger o de regreso a lo que tú quieras.
So here we're in NFC links, okay? In NFC links, what we've done here is we went ahead and took care of the annoying fact that when you're making these links, you gotta have no double HTTPS beginning, and I'll show you what I mean here. What do we call this? We called it card something, right? Yeah, card 1. So, guys, what we'll do here is I'm going to take that link that I just grabbed here, right, where you see card 1. If I paste it here, in this case, we're going to go to Messenger because it's set to default there. But when I add this NFC link with my phone, as I'll show you here in a second, we're going to get this same question asked to us. Well, we're not going to get it in Messenger because we've set it to web chat. It's only set to web chat, so that's functioning as it should be. So in this case, the only thing I'm interested in is this ref link right here. So what I want to do next is I'll grab the actual link for the web chat, which is always your number 2 spot here. We're going to copy that bad boy, and just so you guys can see, when I paste it, this is your page ID, and this is your ref. So this ref link that you would find in your Messenger link, what we're going to do is we're just going to add it to the web chat link itself. So now this web chat link is ready, and we'll show you that here. And bam. So here is a web chat, folks, and it says, "What's your email?" How y'all like that? I don't like this color, right?
Do you have an option to open an incognito or whatever browser and try again that URL?
Yeah, and we can enable this to where every time you refresh, you're gonna get the question again, or if you refresh, we can enable it to where it recognizes, okay, we've already asked this question, we haven't got a response, we don't need to continue to ask this question. But in this case, we've just got it set to all the defaults. But what I want to do is I want to hide this header, and I want to change the color because I think that'd be fun, and we can do it very, very fast. And we're going to take this URL, this giant URL at this point. Once we're finished, we're going to attach it to this card, okay, with the NFC tap. So to change the header, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the and symbol here at the top, and I'm going to type hide, capital H for header, and I'm going to say equals, and we'll say true because I do want to hide that header. The last thing we're going to do is change the color. So let's go color is going to equal light blue. And you know, I'll show you one last trick with the URL. We're going to change the background from being white to that light blue color. And so what I'll do is I'm going to change the template, and we're going to make this, we'll say and template equals template, spell that right,
I cannot see, it's like way too small for me.
So I'll show you the link once I've run it here. All right, let's see. It is really small for me to try to do it too. Let's get the little notes here. So boom. Here is the link, right? So it's very, very large. Now, what the only thing I'm going to change here, guys, is we see this number 3. I'm going to change it to 2, and watch how dramatic of a change it is. Once I'm back over here and I paste, wham, the whole thing's changed. And so in this case, this is what I'm going to add to the NFC card. So I've got the link here. What I'll do is I'll start streaming my phone so you can see that at the same time. Here we go, streaming now. You should see it any second here. Are y'all having fun, man? This is fun. We're Windifying everything. You see my phone here? Perfect. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to handy dandy NFC tools, which is very easy to get into from Tap the Table, by the way. We'll show you just how fast this is. It's just the fastest thing you'll ever see. Tap the Table, TTT. If I want to get to NFC tools, we're going to go down to the very bottom here, program NFC, and that'll open up your NFC tools. We're going to go to the right button, add a record, and we're going to choose the second option, which is add a URL. We're going to paste the giant URL.
Just take care of the HTTP because
exactly. It'll be there.
Yeah, it
So this
too.
is it, guys. So here's the thing, and I want to explain this because this is the thing I probably get emailed, like hate mail the most. And they just tell me NFC doesn't work, and they tell me I don't know nothing, right? It's because they've got two HTTPS's going on here. By default, they're allowing you to have anything you want. I'm going to delete that so it starts with tap the table. If I go to edit, this is allowing me to change my prefix to anything that I want. But in this case, I just want to make sure.
The will be perfect.
Exactly. So this the standard NFC link without me doing all this crazy fancy stuff to try to impress you guys and get all the subs and the likes and the followers, right? And the blue check mark. It's working out of the box for you. But in this case, we're going to hit OK. We're going to take our NFC card. We're going to hit the right button. And then we're going to get that thing just close enough. And you get the blue check mark. Boom. Let's verify. Did it work? We're going to just tap our card just close enough to it. We see. Wham. That is how it's done.
And so, it's the first time in that phone,
boom.
So...
Exactly. This is the first time it's ever been done here on this phone. And so, what's the email? Thanks. Now, where does that information live? Well, if you know, you know, right? Let's show you. Here's your Tap the Table account. In your, it only makes sense to be in your Customers tab. Here we are. Here's our guest. Boom. Do y'all see? Do y'all see how fun this is? Y'all see why we have fun every day? This is why. Because we just zapped. Explain this. We just zapped our contact from a tap to that. Bam. 1 click. 2 clicks. I clicked my deal appeared. Let's just do it again. If I refresh it in this case, it'll ask me the same question. So it's going to say, what's your email? All I'm going to do
because that's what it's programmed to do.
That's what I want it to do.
It can have a condition in the beginning.
We don't even need a condition. There's a actually there's an ending in the URL. I'll show you guys on the next one. Keep you hanging on the edge of your seat here. I'll show you the ending that you can add to your URL that will allow your browser to recognize, oh, I already asked that question. I don't need to do it again. In this case, we'll just hit enter. So I just tapped for my email to appear. Tap things, bam. It's collected in the database where it should be. And that's how it's done, guys. And so then last thing I'll show, we'll say, I want some wings. Right? So I want some wings. I'm going to hit enter. Do you think we'll get some wings? Of course we're going to get some wings. Why? Because Tap the Table has awesome, and I mean awesome AI. And it knows what to provide us when we ask. We're going to easily add this to our cart in this way. No problem. We're going to choose bone-in, honey mustard, and I'm going to go with the Cajun. For the sides, what should we get, Wendy? Fries or cheese fries?
Oh, cheese fries, please.
Of course. And you already know I need it well done. So then we add it to our cart. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy,
now you're
right?
Just showing off.
This is just too fun. And we're going to pick it up in the store. Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, right? And we're going to go ahead, hit them with a little 50% tip. Pay, right? Paid. Now, I should get a text message. Where's my receipt, right? No, in this case, I don't need that because it's in the web chat. Come on, man. Wendy, I see you trying not to smile. I see you trying not to smile. And I love doing that in the demos too. You guys see how that worked? Now, if I wanted to have an email, best believe, I'm going to have an email, right? In fact, I want to say we probably do have an email. There it is. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see? There's our email. This did not come from Wingstop. Don't get it twisted. They're not our client just yet. But this is how they should be running things, right? So this is what needs to happen. We would go from a tap, a scan, a comment, a click, to an order, to becoming into the list, the marketing list, to shaking hands with chatbots, to giving them the free offers, right, with their email. Then they'll answer your emails, guys. Wendy, I think this is a mic drop
Yeah,
episode.
but just to like make it everything's like add up in why you should be doing this now, because just imagine if you're here, most likely you're a marketer or you're a chat builder, and most likely you're doing demos. If you have your business card where you can actually demonstrate what's going on and what they should be doing, you can like close more businesses. Let me hear from Ryan, because Ryan is the one that it's like way too much in the street, like meeting new people and showing how automation can make business better, faster, and bigger. So let's just make a different differentiation. How much better or easier has been for you since you can use your NFC card and just make that awesome first impression?
Well, it's like, good questions. This is usually that's a good setup there, Wendy. Kuda, a good setup. Technology is here for us to have a better, more convenient life. That is the bottom line. Technology is here to help us. One of the ways that can our life can be better is when mundane, difficult, or tedious tasks become easier, right? So the mundane, not so difficult, but tedious task of, well, I understand when I lose another business card, I'm basically just passing out $2-3 every time I pass out a business card that they're probably never going to actually use. That's probably going to get thrown away. Like, and sorry to all my print marketing friends out there. I'm not totally trying to hate on your stuff here. I won't be purchasing business cards from you. I'll purchase other stuff from you. And I do think there's a huge, powerful place for print. Obviously, this is the new
Yeah,
print though, digital print that actually
it's
does
different.
things.
It's a
That's a
different
that's
way
a
to.
I think I like digital print that does
Something that you
things.
haven't shown up just yet is that your business card, the black one, has the ability to save your contact info.
But I
That's
think
an
I
ability
might have
that
showed it.
we built, and that's something that we help you. We can
That's
help
true.
people build in the bot, but
Where I
that's
put that
inside
thing.
of the table. We're
I don't
still
even know where I
working on a
put it.
way to make it more accessible for everybody, but right now it's only like in our dashboards.
You got to holler at us to get that. Just kidding. But yeah, this is just something that as built in and as robust as Tap the Table is, you can do anything. And there are still requirements and the need for experts, people like you and all these other folks that know automation, that need an unlocked tool to do anything they want without restriction for the most part. I look that this is just like
Yeah,
the cheat
let
code
the
version, man.
creativity flow. Let the minds
If you
create
can
something
think it,
new.
you can build it with Tap the Table. But in this case, let me show the people what Wendy's showing, because this is a great way to end
Because
here.
that's something that the
It's
most
powerful.
people that it's like working on a business card will be. Yeah, the template can be done easily. I can build one template for your landing page that will be the business card. I can build a template and have it inside of the table for everybody to download for free.
So check this out, folks. We will tap the card here. We'll open up Ryan's business card, and you see this the very first button here. Save. Is this what you're saying? Save to my contact, right? So I click on this thing. Bam. Everybody on the internet can stalk me now. Basically,
Yeah,
this is the real contact information for me.
yeah. Good
But
thing that we didn't add your address because that will be
yeah,
kind of creepy.
yeah. Well, if people want to come find me, they are welcome here. I'm in the South. We've got that Southern
Bring
hospitality.
monster.
Meet me at yeah. Bring a monster. Meet me at the beach. And call it a day. But guys, this is so cool. So again, send me a text. This is going straight to my text message. Hopefully you guys can see there at the bottom of the screen. It's saying hello, Ryan. Obviously, you wouldn't want yours to say that. Yours would say your name or whatever you'd want it to say, your business name. Schedule a call. This goes to Calendly, it looks like. Boom. Perfect. I mean, we now have our own booking system built right in because, honestly, we just needed it. Get info. What is this going to go to my website? I'm sure. This is a
Yeah, we need to
form.
update that one.
This is a forum. This is just to show you. And a really cool thing to do, by the way, guys. You can include forums in your chatbot. Don't be afraid. It's not how I would run every scenario, but in some cases, it's more important to have the information provided in an easy way for your customers and an easy way for you to digest it in your bot. So sometimes forums are okay. I don't hate on forums. But again, this card, remember, this one went straight to my digital business card here that Wendy made, right? So here's the first tap. Ooh, I just tapped it away. So just tap it gently. And then there it is, right? And then here's the one that we just made, guys. And this is where we're going to end it. This is the one we printed. I'm going to hover it over. Bam. Now we're in a web chat scenario. Last thing we'll show, because someone did ask, and they're going to say, no, I can't change links, right? We'll show them the power of the magic link right now. That's what I think we'll do. You guys can see my screen still. What we're going to do in our marketing section, we're just going to go down, mosey on down to what? NFC links. And I've got it at the top spot for a reason, Avi, right? So I'm going to copy that link, okay? I'm going to realize now, folks, the way this works is I have Apple devices. This computer's an Apple MacBook. This is my iPhone. So it's copied on my computer, but it's also available on my clipboard on my iPhone, right? It's like the main reason I love Mac stuff, I guess. No, I'm just kidding, but it's a great feature. I'm going to erase the original URL that I added in there to show you guys, and instead I'm going to add the NFC link here for the store. All I have to do is hit paste. No pesky prefix here. I hit OK. There is something I'm going to have to do, because we've already actually, we don't have to do that. We could just use well, you should have stopped me, Wendy. I don't even need to do that. In this case, the magic link is so awesome in this case, because I don't even have to tap this bad boy again. I can just change the link. I'll copy this thing here. We'll go to the magic links. I'm so used to that.
I was with my mic off because I had like music in the background, you know.
Rambo decided he wanted to come in here. So don't knock anything over here, buddy.
Yeah, you can do that. Just imagine that you have a client who has the business cards, and that person needs something to be changed. You log in your computer and you change it without having to request the card to be written or
Yeah, we're done in this case. So when I tap this in here, boom, watch. Oh, I changed the wrong one. Got him. That fooled me. Where'd we go? Where's the card one?
Line card, maybe it needs to update.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is here. So here we go. Yeah, shop ID. We're perfect. It's perfect here. So let's try it one more time. I'm gonna go. Let's start from Google here. Google, bam.
Okay, I think what's the problem? Because I think you made the whole big URL, you put it in the cart instead of the magic link.
That's exactly what I did. So watch this. We can do that. We can go add the link. Let's do this.
No, you have to use the magic link.
In this case, let's actually just use the NFC as it's built. So watch this. When you're in your NFC section here, this is what I was going to show originally. I think my mind was on it. In your store link, you just hit copy. I'm going to take this card, the one that we've printed, and I'm going to erase. Okay, erase this. I'm going to explain something important about erasing stuff too. Now that this has been erased, right? It's not popping me.
Not working.
When I hit exactly, I've got the correct URL here with only one HTTPS. I'm going to hit add. Oops, excuse me. I'm going to hit right.
But you the shop link, or you got the magic one?
Shop link. This is the shop link. I just wanted to show this piece here. Watch this. So it's already ready. Boom. This is the menu here. Ready to sell. Now the thing I want to show is, because this is probably visually my favorite thing we've got going on here. In the settings section, guys, we can change this to 4 different options. Currently, we'll hopefully have maybe 6 or 7 by the end of the month. I've changed this to a list. So now when I refresh, bam. Okay, we have this view, right? I can change it again to a card. It's going to show more of the image here. Bam. Very, very fast. This is a green color. Do you see their boxes here? Their button is also green. This is like a very smart person told me today when I was showing them this. She said this is very important for brands, and I said you're exactly right.
That's a big thing.
Boom, just like that.
Imagine Pepsi having to have all their buttons color red, or Coca-Cola having their brand with the icons in blue. I don't think neither will like it.
So let's look at them now. I'll show you the magic link here. We'll do it correctly this time.
The card, the last one, I think. Oh,
We'll make
a
we'll make a new one. Yeah, okay. And so we'll just call it we'll call this Wings, right? So here's the name Wings.
Hey, wait. Is it the
so this URL is where we're gonna want to send them. Okay, so in this case, what I have to do is make sure that the HTTPS and everything is correct. So now I've got the HTTPS in there. We've got all this correct. When I hit save here, now it should be solid. Here is the URL that we are going to hit first, that then will take us here. Look at Wendy.
Yeah, I just had like an idea to do something new with the QR codes, the magic links. That will
all
be
all the
because
stuff
if
here.
I say it now, you won't sleep.
I'll bet. What I want to do here is show the QR code here, and hopefully I can see the whole thing. And what I want to do is, bam. Here we go. Now when we change the link, where do we want to change it to? Let's change it to, where should we send them? We can go to the web chat. How about that? In this case, marketing
the one that you
here.
already built it.
Exactly. So we'll go here, just say, hey, the web chat works. Where is the web chat? It is here. So copy. Back into magic links. I'm going to go to the one we just made called Wings, and we'll hit edit, and we're ready to rock. In this case,
you can edit that.
the URL is only editable here. You can't change this. Once you've named it, it's done.
Yeah, and please don't even try, because
don't try.
That
and
will
don't
be
ask.
crazy, because you will be changing what it's already making it dynamic.
Exactly. So in this case now, we see that it's set to the web chat. When I go to my QR code, Rambo, you wanted to come in here. He said it's time for bed, Dad. Now I'll use this here, and we should end up in the web chat. Boom. There we are, just like that. And if I want to order here in the web chat, no problem. I can do that too, in any channel. What about Instagram, Ryan? Well, no problem. What we'll do is we'll go to Wingstop's demo, and we're going to send them a message here. And you can already see that I want to buy some wings. And so the magical man called Tap the Table, the man, is going to show us all the
Ryan
things.
inside Tap the Table, go and find all the wings.
Did y'all know Instagram could do this? Like, this is why we ask, and this is the fun thing to ask. Yo, restaurant owner, business owner, how much money have you made from Instagram or Facebook today? And they have no idea what we're talking about, you know? We're like, everything well done. Boom. Y'all see that? So now we've got the receipt about to come our way. All we gotta do is check out. We're gonna pick it up. Do y'all see that? This is like, thank you Instagram, showing us clearly here that we can autofill. That's a one tap fill. One tap is better than Messenger in that case. Okay, we don't pay without tipping. We're gonna go ahead and tip 100%, because we're balling, and I think that is the perfect way to end this thing. So again, Wingstop, they're very fast. They've already sent me my receipt. This is awesome. This is awesome, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with Wendy and I. Wendy, any last words before we jump on out of here and continue with all the work we still got to do tonight?
Yes, I want to say something, but I want to say it in Spanish. Si no entiendes bien inglés y te gustaría aprender un poco más sobre qué se puede hacer en Tap the Table, o te gustaría tener una cuenta demo para comenzar a jugar alrededor de todo lo que se puede hacer dentro de Tap the Table, no dudes en mandarme un mensajito y con gusto te ayudo. No hay ningún problema. So just for you to know that I didn't say anything bad about you, I just said that if someone doesn't understand English way too well to follow the instructions in your videos, they can contact me.
Awesome, and I know that is like one of the most like highly requested things from several people that are actually using Tap the Table.
You must see my light it. I need to do the videos, but my lighting is not is not the best one, Jack.
We gonna change that too. We gonna level up everything. So I already got it's on her list, guys. And if it's on Wendy's list, it gets done. You can bet on it. It just gets done on her list. Is to get that movie star set up, TTTify, Windify the setup here. But at the end of the day, we're about function, getting it done, and helping you guys reach your goals. That's what we do here. That's what Tap the Tap Table does. Go ahead.
Yes, Mark.
Hit me.
He's asking if he can use it for his agency. Yes, it can be for automate your agency or to use it with your clients as you provide the service of building and maintenance for the chatbot.
This is very true. Now, that said, like we started with, Tap the Table is not your everyday bot builder tool. There are many tools out there that you guys can use that are much cheaper than what we offer. It's much cheaper, but cheaper is not always better. And sometimes, expensive is not always better too. But what we do is we provide a specific solution to solve a specific problems that allows for you guys and agencies to be as creative with the solutions that you provide and the amenities, the contactless menus, the function you provide your restaurant and hotel and your guests to your stores. It's totally up to you. Our goal is to provide the ultimate revenue, sales, marketing engine, and I think we've done that. But for agency owners, this thing is what's going to help you guys literally and legitimately break records. Okay, we could spend all day dropping bombs. How QR codes in stadiums can just change the game for the most opt-ins ever recorded for a sporting event. Hello, we could talk about how NFC can just totally replace your archaic clock out system as your agency to understand your hours better or to understand the hours of hundreds of locations. Wink. We can do all of these things at scale. So hopefully I answered that question. Just like Angela said, and I love Angela. She's awesome. Angela Allen.
She's amazing. I love Angela.
I had to give her just a quick shout out here. I know she's not watching this. Hopefully we'll get her on this thing one day though. She did a story today. I couldn't believe it. I woke up awfully at the time zones. She said on there, lack of better terms, she said, "That's right, kids. Tap the Table. It's not just for restaurants anymore." And that's the truth. If I could buy tap.com, I would right now. They want too much.
Yeah, but I don't think it's available anymore. Like...
We'll make them an offer they can't refuse, Don Corleone style. Wendy, thank you so much for everything, and happy birthday again to you from this past week. I hope it was awesome. And guys, thank you for watching. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week. This has been a fun one. Let us know if you want to see more episodes and if you want to see more of Wendy, and if so, we will make it
if you want to see something special, because I think that maybe something that I've been asked a lot is how long do it take to set up a restaurant? Maybe we can try to break the record.
Totally. Oh yeah, we can. That's what we're about, breaking the records. Well, guys, thank you so much. Wendy, thank you so much. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.